Dr. and Mrs. Singh, ladies and gentlemen, and Sahaja yogis, my children. It is so enamoring that I have no words really to express anything anymore. I've been thinking, what am I to say now? They say it is Kali Yuga, these modern times, and one of the signs of the modern times is that mothers won't be respected, and that mothers won't be respectable. Who can believe that these are those horrible modern times which were described? I'm so enamored the way all the Sahaja yogis have also done this exhibition. And I'm thankful to all of them for organizing this program over here. But I'm so much blessed, I feel today, to see a very dear friend of ours, Dr. Singh, of this great caliber of learning. I have met many bureaucrats, I must say, in my lifetime, because I am a wife of a bureaucrat. But I have not met such people among them who are that learned, who know so much about our Indian culture, who have gone into the depth of it to understand the beauty of that culture. Actually, in the Indian bureaucracy, I always felt that they are more enamored by the Britishers who left us there. Without their tailcoats, they still exist. I always had this terrible longing to see some bureaucrats come out with this kind of learning, while we had Britishers in India who learned a lot about our country and who really contributed such a lot to our architecture, to the understanding of our old ancient ideas that were very clearly given in Sanskrit language, which were translated by them in such beautiful books. And that generation, I felt, was over among bureaucrats who would go into the details and finding out about what lies in our country, the great beauty. Now, I don't want to sound nationalist about it. One need not feel that when I say that India is a great country. It is. Because it is going to lead the whole world in spirituality. I have no doubts about it. It is the greatest country that God has created. I am not saying this because I am a nationalist, because I am an Indian. I could have been born in England as well. But because it was specially chosen by God. Now, it should not make people also unhappy that why India is the only place. You see, it is something like, supposing you know how to drive the car. All right, that's a great thing. You know how to write a book. All right, that's another great thing. And if you know how to administer, that's another great thing. But if you know how to raise the kundalini, that's another different thing. So what is higher and lower is not the point. But from spiritual point of view, India is the country which is going to provide the needed leadership for all the people. This I am saying for one reason, because yesterday I had somebody from BBC, and he was saying that why should you bring Eastern ideas to Western life? I said, this is nothing Eastern that we are doing. It is absolutely fundamental within us. But in India, the fundamentals were discovered first, while here you are going the other way round. Because of the climate of that country, which is so good, so kind, that a man can live under a tree. He need not worry as to when you are going out, have a coat, have this, that. It is such a nice climate that people did not have to fight the nature. Here the fight with the nature starts from the very beginning. The competition starts and we land up into another difficulty. But where the country is so full of good atmosphere, the people thought, what a blessing it is of God Almighty. How this blessing has come to us? Who are we to feel that blessing? That's how they took to meditation. Long, long time back, thousands of years back, And this Kundalini Yoga, which I am telling you today, was discovered, I don't know how many thousands of years back. This Sahaja Yoga that I am telling you has been discovered even at the time of Krishna. Whatever he did was nothing but Sahaja. Whatever Rama did was nothing but Sahaja, which if you ever come to my lectures, you can see. But this country was specially blessed, where people just thought of God and nothing else. Because our country is a yoga-oriented country, we have to say that it's a great country. We are not ego-oriented. We are not competitive people. We cannot be. People have tried to make us that they have looked down upon us, saying that you're passive people. Whatever you may say, we are not going to fall a trap to that. Why? Though our bureaucrats, as I have said to you, are more educated by you people, might that way, but I would suggest that it is better to take to yoga now than to ego. Ego has paid its dividends already. The problem of our seeking in the Western countries is really being misused by Indians, for which one should really feel ashamed. And I take all the responsibility of that upon myself in a way. And we all Indians feel extremely ashamed the way we have created such cheats and thugs who have really devoured all that was beautiful in the seekers. Seekers are genuine, no doubt. And maybe those seekers who are today going to India may have been the saints once born in India who were seeking too. How can you say that these saints are not genuine? I have seen them. They are extremely genuine. I have said many a time that England is the heart of the universe. If India has the Kundalini, heart lies in England. And I find that in England only, Sahaja Yoga was established so easily. Because when I went to America, I found the people were still very shifty. I don't say that American people are not genuine seekers. But so many thugs invaded America that they got used to that kind of a selling business, the guru shopping as I call it. But the people of England, or the young people of England, I found them to be very scholarly. They are, of course, doubting. No doubt they should. All intelligent people should doubt. They should not blindly follow anything is correct. But they are not people who will not open their eyes to something. They are extremely balanced, and they want to see what was there. It was difficult, I know, in the beginning. To crack an egg in England is very difficult, I felt. And I didn't know how many people I'll be giving realization. You'll be amazed, for 4 years I was struggling with 6 60s, and 2 of this husband and wife are sitting here. But to my amazement, when it started, when they saw to it, it spread. And not only that, but it precipitated into them. They have taken up upon themselves now that Sahaja Yoga is the answer to all the problems which are created by our extreme behavior of ego or superego. This is something so remarkable. For that, one should not find faults with a country. I would not find fault with a country after a country was created by God. It is His doing. If He found that India was the proper place where saints should be born, there were many saints who were born. But as I say today, there are more saints abroad than in India. Indians don't have so much interest in God now. Only in the villages. That's why I go to the villages. I don't go to the cities. For example, in England, when I've come here, most of my disciples most of them are Britishers or people from Europe. There are very few Indians who are taking to Sahaja. It is most surprising. Though they come to me for their treatment, for their illness, they do come. But taking to Sahaja Yoga, that seriously as these people have done, they are not doing. So the country may be anything, makes no difference. It's the people. Maybe tomorrow, England is the place where Sahaja Yoga may be established. And the whole venue of the Sahaja Yoga, which I say India, might be changed. It is such a great thing, experience to see that in this High Commission, where I never expected that I'll be able to speak on Sahaja. Because that Indians are valuing Sahaja Yoga is the greatest surprise for me. The thing is, we have become now, still we are developing. When we'll be developed like you, when we'll be having the suicides as Gregor has suggested, when there will be people running away from life, when they'll be taking drugs, when they'll be taking alcoholism as their first life and last life, when we'll be completely ruined, when our societies will be completely finished, then we might awaken ourselves to the beauty of that we have. I'm not talking about something Indian. One should know it is not Indian. If you say Christ was from the East. We have to learn a lot from the West, but Western people also have learned something from the East, which is spirituality. The naiveness of spirituality of the Western seekers has led them into problems. The experience that they have to expect, they do not know what to expect in an experience. They think they can purchase everything. This is ego orientation. They think they can purchase a guru, they can retain a guru. They are very boastful of their gurus. I am surprised. What does the guru do? He has given me a ring. What has he done to you? He made me fly. How can you fly? The Western seekers must keep their brains intact, which they have lots. But what is most surprising is that when they see that their brains have done no good to them, they just keep it aside. Absolutely, 100%. And they say, go headlong to whatever people are saying. In that, I would not blame anyone, because the seekers should know what is to be done. They have to be well equipped as to find out what they want. Of course, they are going to India, they are very welcome in India. If they go to India, they will find it, no doubt. If they are genuine and if they keep their brains all right. There's no doubt about it. But as soon as they go to the airport, they find some circus standing. Immediately they are enamored. Now what is the trick these people play, which I will tell you, and you'll be amazed. It's a very subtle trick these people play. And that is, they just pamper your ego. Because they pamper your ego, you are enamored by that. And if you could just keep a watch on your ego, you are not your ego, you are your spirit. If you could just keep a watch on your ego, you will know that they are pampering your ego and telling you something by which you can be completely swindled out. Indians, as they are very great saints in India, no doubt, which are hiding in Himalaya. And also there are greatest thugs also in India. I must admit that. I agree, because since 3 days I have been hearing about it. People have been telling me that, why do you do these things? Why do you do? And when this was asked, one of the Sahaja yogis got up to say that, sir, when I came to Mataji, I was in half coma. I was alcoholic. I was dying. Do you think you would have saved me from that? So immediately the person asked me the question, how did you save him? I said, it is very simple. If you could awaken him, the consciousness of his spirit, if he can feel that absolute, he can come out of all this in no time. Because all this we do because we haven't found out our absolute. All our economic, political activities are on relativity. We talk on relative terms. If we have found out the absolute, there won't be any problem anywhere, within or without. And this is a very simple thing, and has to be simple because it is the process of evolution. It is a living process. The living process of breathing has to be simple. If you have to read books for that or take a concession or a sanction, I don't know how many would survive. It has to be the simplest thing. And that's why it is the simplest thing, as Dr. Singh has told you, Sahaja. So there is no need to be angry with someone because one belongs to a particular country. You could have been born in China or you could have been born in America. Why are you so much identified with any one of them? If you are not identified, then you will understand that what you have to get is the real swartha. Swartha also means selfishness in English, but swartha also means swa-arth, the meaning of yourself. That you have to find out whether here, there, or anywhere. But for that, it's not necessary to belong to any country, to any race, or to creed. Because as soon as you'll find it, you'll be amazed that you transcend all these things. Just get out of it. To me, I never see people as English or this thing. I cannot see. What I see in a person is the beauty of that spirit, which is hidden in the clouds. I just see that, and that makes me work hard and hard just to evolve that, to bring that beauty into the consciousness of that person, into the central nervous system working. That's all. But if it is from India, why should people feel bad about it? This I have not been able to understand. It has to be from some country. I mean, it cannot be from all the countries. This is something so simple that once you develop this kind of an understanding, that even if it is from India, from anywhere, it is for the whole world. Christ was born in the East, but for the whole world. Buddha was born in India, but still he was for the whole world. In the same way, Sahaja Yoga is found out, the modern Sahaja Yoga in India, but it is for the whole world. It is not the property of Indians or non-Indians or anyone. Once if you could reconcile to this situation, then I'm sure that it won't be difficult for you to open your eyes to Sahaja. Actually, I came to London, because of my husband. And the atmosphere into which I came, I found two types of people. One, those who had set ideas about India, Indians, and gurus and all this. And the other type of people, in the seeking I'm saying, other type of people who were true seekers and were cheated and deluded, plundered by many. But still they were willing to try again. This is the position when we start our seeking. If we could realize that we have to get this experience, actualization of Kundalini awakening. You can see with your naked eyes the Kundalini pulsating in your sacrum bone. You can see the rising of it. You can feel it with the stethoscope. And you can see the ending of it on your Sahasrara, as we call it, the fontanelle bone, which Christ said is the baptism. Baptism cannot be given by theological college student or by some graduate. It can be only given by a person who is a realized soul. All right, we have to learn our economics, politics from you. Oh, doesn't matter. And if you have to learn spirituality from us, let us give and take. After all, this hand has to give something to this hand, isn't it? If you think the whole world as one, the whole universe as one, then we talk about it, but we really do not identify with this idea. How to get over it is to find the absolute. When you get to the absolute, you'll be amazed. In England, when I'm there, I'm a British person because I'm solving the problem of Britishers. If I'm in India, I'm an Indian. So when I'm in British, they'll talk about India. What about India? You have this problem, that problem. When I go to India, they'll say, what about England? They have that problem. They have broken their families. This has happened, that has happened. If I go to America, they'll talk about Zara. So how we try to run away from the truth? You must know that you have to get it. The time has come, the blossom time has come. It has to come. I'm just an ordinary housewife. All right, I am that and I'm proud of it. You don't know there is a center within us which represents the housewife. It is there. When that center is out of order, you develop some diseases. I am a grandmother and a mother and a wife. I'm also a divine mother. Because I see the divinity on all my children. whatever may be the caste, community, anything. The concern I have is that why don't you know that you have that beauty within you? You want to pay for me? You want to buy me? That you cannot do. You want to advertise me? What advertisement can a mother give? I mean, you feel so inauspicious about it. It's so funny to advertise yourself that I am the Divine Mother. It is for you to understand the beauty of divinity. The beauty of divinity is shyness. Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu lajja rupena samstha. It's a limitation, maryadas. You cannot cross a certain point. You cannot. You live like that. If Christ wanted, he would have killed all the people who tried to crucify him. He had such powers and he is going to come back. He is going to come back with those Ekadasha powers on this earth. But he did not. He had a maryada. He had to do that job. I have to do this job. And if you people just open out yourself a little and understand my concern about the beauty which lies in your hearts. I'm not bothered as to what country you belong, to race you belong, nothing of the kind. Because I can see something in you that you cannot see. That's why I'm here. And this I had to say today, because the gentleman who came to interview me for the last 3 days have been harping on my head that why should you Indians bother about us? It's a very funny situation. It's a very funny situation because I'm not here as an immigrant. My husband was actually elected. This is providence. And that's how I'm here. And by my coming here, it is God's grace that I have been able to rescue so many lost souls in this country. Is it that the way to say that because I'm Indian, I must be barred to do anything? Then why do you have Christ here? Christ was not an Englishman by any chance. I am sorry to strike this note today because I do not know these things. I do not know differentiation. I do not understand these things. I understand that England has its own value. India has its own value. But when I'm faced with such problems and when people come with that level, sometimes I understand. Look at my beautiful children who are here. They are real seekers. They are so ardently seeking. And why? People don't understand that somebody has to do it. If God has appointed me for that from India, what can I do? But then I'm so thankful that in this place, which has been used, I know, by many speakers before, that you have given me a chance. That you have given chance for this book to be inaugurated. I better not say much about Gregor. I have tortured his life for this book, I tell you. For 1 year, I really took him to task. He had to change so many things because he's an intellectual and a hard intellectual. He was at that time. He was hard-hitting everyone. I said, no, my child. You have to go in a very humble manner. Go about in such a manner that you have to get people to hear. You have to work very hard. You see, these days people are so fussy, like fussy children. So if you have to feed them, you have to go about it in that manner as a mother would go. And I really tortured his life for 1 year. After that, this book was brought to this sweet level, I would say, that people really enjoyed. Please go through this book. It will help you because it has vibrations. I have seen the book also has vibrations, and it is going to help you to understand that within you lies that spirit, and when the spirit starts emitting itself into your central nervous system, its own nature, then these radiations of Chaitanya starts flowing with it. With that you can cure people. With that you can raise the kundalini of others. You can give them realization. All your powers are manifested. After all, even if I am a guru or a mother or whatever I may call myself, what's the use? What's the use of a mother who cannot give her wealth to her children? I mean, which is that mother who would like to keep her wealth to herself? Every bit of that, what I have, I would like to give you. Every drop of my blood, I would like to give you, which will give you that beauty which I give. This should be understood by people all over the world. It has nothing to do with a particular country or with a particular race, but it is for all of you to receive this, because your evolution is imminent. It has to take place. It has to happen to solve so many problems which are absolutely useless in my mind. May God bless you all. Let us understand the unity of our being within ourselves. Let us understand that all these great people, Christ has said, those who are not against me are with me. Who are those people? Or who are with him? Who is his father he's talking about? Let us see through Sahaja Yoga, because with that, once you are connected with the divine, these vibrations give you a new awareness by which you can find out. You can put your hands and ask, is there God? And immediately cool breeze will start flowing. Ask any fundamental question, any absolute question, and you will get the answer. But if you ask a question, is this a real guru, and if he's a thug, immediately the vibrations will stop and you start getting heat. From some gurus you get such horrible heat as you would get from a cancer patient. It is amazing how people do not understand where are they going, what they are doing, what is happening to them, because they cannot see themselves, they are involved into themselves. If you are in the car, you do not know what's happening to your car outside. Once you get out of your car, you can see what's happening. It is very, very simple. It's the easiest thing to do. But to you people it may look, for me even to connect this is very difficult. But for me to connect you to God is not difficult. That's all. The difference is that I know something and you know something. Nothing more or less. Just think that way so that you do not feel perturbed about it. Most of the doubts come because of this thing. That, is she going to overpower us? Is she going to do this? No. It is your power which is going to be manifested. It is you who are going to feel your power. I do not want anybody to touch my feet. Though God will say that I must touch her feet, yes, because he has experience of my feet. But I do not want anyone even to touch my feet or to accept what I say. But you must keep your minds open. Only because somebody is something, like the gentleman other will say, you are very rich. I said, if he was poor, you would have said, you are poor. But I have to be something. If I am a housewife, they'll say you are a housewife. If I am a bureaucrat, they'll say you are a bureaucrat. But what about yourself getting it? Is the point. So this is how we live on very peripheral level. We have to get into the center and get it. Getting is the point. Now, luckily on the 14th, they are having a program in Caxton Hall where I'm going to speak more elaborately about it, and that we are going to try this with people to get this experience. Just get it. That's what it is. I hope you will make it convenient to come down there and get for yourself your own powers and your own peace. And if your mind suggests you something, then tell him to keep quiet, because he has been telling you not always proper thing. Just now, come and see for yourself with an open mind. I'm thankful again and again to Mrs. Singh for coming down here, because I know she's a very talented lady and she has written beautiful books which really made me understand that she thinks of the problems from a very higher level. And to have Dr. Singh here and Mrs. Singh as High Commissioner is a very big blessing, because to have a person who knows so much about India, who knows the spirit of India, is the one who should come here. And I'm very thankful to the government also for sending him over, and thankful to all of you to have come here today to listen to this lecture and to his very learned lecture, which I appreciated very much. Thank you very much. May God bless you.